Well, hello Fragrant Friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Perfume Geek and I am Jada, your Perfume Geek of the day. Here today to celebrate the beginning of summer. Just this week, we here in the United States celebrated Memorial Day, and school is pretty much out everywhere in the United States, and so it's time to talk about summer and summer vacation traveling. Now, some of you will be able to take some trips all over the place. I'm pretty much going to be stuck right here in Atlanta, Georgia for the summer. That doesn't mean that I can't take a little bit of a trip around the world with perfume. So I thought to kick off summer, I would do a little perfume sampling from around the globe and share with you some of my favorites that I've discovered. I'm going to represent each country with a perfume sample and one of the animals that I always think about when I think about each continent. I know the first thing you're thinking is, Jada, there are 7 continents. You have forgotten one. Well, Antarctica is not producing any perfumes that I could find. The only thing they're really producing in mass quantities are baby penguins. So we're going to cover the 6 continents that do have perfumes. And as for Antarctica, until they come up with a perfumery, really nothing to say about Antarctica right now. So, goodbye penguins. Alright, so let's get into this. Let's go around the world together. Let's start, I'm going to start at home, right here in North America. The animal I've chosen to represent, of course, is the bald eagle. If you are in Canada, I'm sure you claim plenty of bald eagles, as we do here in the United States. Of course, this is our national animal. But definitely a good one for North America all around. So let's talk about my first sample, which is from Scranton, Pennsylvania. This is from the house of Note Fragrances, and this is White Pepper Mandarin. Now, I don't see a lot of people talking about Note fragrances on YouTube very often, but the perfumer Danielle Fleming has some amazing scents, and they're very affordable. The one I've chosen to share with you today is White Pepper Mandarin. I'm going to read the notes to you. White grapefruit, mandarin, rosemary, white pepper, clary sage, lemon verbena, white cedarwood, and frankincense. So this is described as a tangy, zesty citrus with depth. It is one of my all-time favorite Note fragrances. I will be buying a full bottle at some point when I run across Note somewhere. I may have to mail order it. But our kickoff for our trip around the world is Note Fragrances White Pepper Mandarin, and it is a beautiful, spicy, zesty citrus that I absolutely love. So North America, Note Fragrances. Let's go south to South America, where I'm going to be taking you to Argentina. Our animal that we've chosen is the jaguar. There are plenty of jaguars in South America. And we're going to be talking about the perfume called Humboldt. Humboldt is a perfume by the house of, I can't say the word very well, Fueguia. Fueguia, please correct me down in the comments if I'm saying that wrong. Humboldt is another citrus. I'm going to have a lot of citruses today. This one was developed in 2012. Again, it's from Argentina. The notes are bergamot, passion fruit, and tangerine. My husband loves tangerine, and so I love to wear this when I'm going to be having date night with him or whatnot. The perfumer from this house is Alex, I don't have the perfumer's name. And what I was going to tell you is that this is named after Alex von Humboldt, who is a Prussian naturalist who traveled South America and identified all kinds of plant and animal life, and so this perfume is named after him. It is absolutely gorgeous, and it is our South American perfume sample to discuss. All right, let's go across the pond to Europe. I thought it would be, of course, it would be easy to talk about perfumes from France or maybe even the UK because they produce so many. So I thought I would kind of go off the easy trail and go to Germany and talk about the perfume called Tzora. Tzora is from the house of Anat Fritz. It is a Chypre, which I absolutely love. The notes I'm going to read to you are cassis, clary sage, bergamot, Peruvian pepper, magnolia, osmanthus, jasmine, cedarwood, vetiver, patchouli, musk, and moss, all in this teeny tiny little sample. This is definitely a fabulous chypre. I have really grown to love chypres of all kinds. There's something about that moss and the patchouli and the spices that I love. So this is a beautiful fragrance. What else did I want to say about this one? The perfumers are Jada E and Anat Fritz, and it was launched in 2012. So our European sample is Tzora by the house of Anat Fritz, and it is gorgeous. So let's keep traveling. Let's move now to Asia, where I couldn't really, I couldn't go with any other Asian house other than Amouage from the country of Oman. Amouage has so many beautiful scents, and I have several samples from that house. Don't have any full-size bottles because they do tend to be very pricey. I've got a couple of Scentbird picks from them, but the house of Amouage is just gorgeous. Their scents are all very deep, very rich, very spicy. Definitely a gorgeous house. This particular sample is called Myth's Woman, and the notes include narcissus, violet, galbanum, carnation, musk, patchouli, amber, moss, and leather. And this is exactly what you would think. It's very rich, it's very spicy. The longevity on it is amazing. You can put this on in the morning and you will still smell it at bedtime. And it is just absolutely gorgeous. If you have not tried any samples from Amouage, you need to check them out. I got most of my samples, by the way, from Lucky Scent, so that is a good place to check out Amouage. From Asia, in the country of Oman. Our animal, if I didn't mention, is of course the panda. Whenever I think of Asia and animals, I think of the panda first. So, Amouage. Alright, so we're going to move south to close to the South Pole. We're going to move to Australia, home of the koala, and also home of the house of Aesop. Aesop is headquartered in Melbourne, Australia, and the sample I want to talk about is called Tacit. Tacit was launched in 2015. The notes include yuzu, citrus, basil, vetiver, and clove. Now, some people, in fact, quite a lot of people that I watch on YouTube don't seem to really care for the note of clove in perfume. I love clove. I love to diffuse clove oil in my oil diffuser, and I love to wear it. This is the perfect combination of green. The basil really brings out the green and the fresh aromatics, and then the spiciness of the clove and the vetiver are just perfect. So Tacit from Melbourne, Australia is my Australian scent pick, and one that you should definitely try out if you have not tried out. The house of Aesop is just gorgeous, so check them out. So I have one more continent to go over with you, and it happens to be my favorite sample that I received. It actually took me a little bit of research to find a way to order an African sample. I didn't really find any on Lucky Scent. None of the countries really came to mind, so it took me a little bit more research to find something, but I landed on African Aromatics in Cape Town, South Africa. And in fact, I was so impressed with them. I ordered directly from them. The rest came from Lucky Scent and some other subscription services that I have. African Aromatics I ordered directly, and I just wanted to show you. They sent me this really just gorgeous package tied up in nice twine. They sent me this little postcard to go with it. They sent me a little handmade bracelet, and then they sent me a few samples that I ordered. The one I wanted to talk to you guys about in this video is called African Dawn. Let me tell you, African Aromatics does not play around with scent. These scents are herbal and spicy and rich with enormous sillage. In fact, I really find that I am having trouble finding a way to wear these because they're a little bit too strong on my skin, I may try diffusing this in my oil diffuser and see how that works, because the scents are so good. This particular sample is called African Dawn. It's an herbal scent. Let me read the notes to you. These are notes from Cape Town: bluegrass, Cape May, ylang ylang, Egyptian jasmine, Moroccan rose, coriander, cinnamon, cloves again, and fuchsia. Fuchsia? Ooh, I hope someone can help me out. If you're from South Africa, please help me out with that. Fuchsia is a tea from South Africa that's used medicinally, and it's also used in fragrance. And I'm telling you guys, of all the samples that I did to make this video, that I kind of looked into and ordered and have been sampling, this is my favorite. It is incredible. I just wish it weren't quite so strong on my skin so I would have more opportunity to wear it, but I love this. I absolutely encourage you to go to the African Aromatics website and check them out. They are beautiful scents. And did I even mention the animal? We went with the hippo for Africa. So tried to do something a little bit of the Kenyan, what do I want to say? Kenyan, I can't even think of the word when you go on a trip. Safari. Thank you, Lauren. My daughter's on the side going, safari, safari, Kenyan safari. All right. So that is our 6 scents from 6 continents, our little summer trip around the world. We've got our North American note fragrances, white pepper Mandarin, South America Humboldt from the house of Fueguia, our Asian house of Amouage, which was Myth's Woman, our African Aromatics African Dawn, our Australian house of Aesop, which I featured Tacit, and then our European Arctic Fox, who, if I didn't mention him already, he's found a lot in Norway and Sweden and the Arctic Circle in Europe. We talked about the German Tzora from the house of Anat, Fritz. And so that is my little trip around the world with you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know that this is the kind of content you want to see. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down and tell me why. Click the little bell below to subscribe so you will be notified when it is time to get geekified. And until the next video, I hope you stay fragrant. Check out scents from all around the world. Be experimental. Get out there and find out what everybody else is wearing out there. And until next time, take care. See you next time.